Hi everybody, Grandma Bev here from Life with Grandma Bev. And as those of you who subscribe to me know, I just got back from a trip, from a cruise, which consisted of flying and cruising. Normally I don't read, but I had a lot of downtime on this trip. So I ended up, I brought two books with me. The one book I started on the airplane going, which was on a Friday, and by Monday I finished it, which I did a book report video on that one, and that was Horror Store. So look back at my videos and see what I thought of that one. Then I started reading The Missing Sapphire of ZANGRABAR by Steve Higgs. Well, I could see that I wasn't going to make it home with a book, so I had to buy another book in the airport going home, of which I read that day. You'll have to look at my video on that book. But now I'm doing the one that I kind of carried around with me on the ship when I had meal time, when we were just sitting around having little drinks and lunch or things, and just reading or something. So like I said, this is The Missing Sapphire of ZANGRABAR. It's a Patricia Fisher mystery. So apparently there's a lot of books about this particular character. But what grabbed my attention about this one, not only because my daughter recommended it, who has a YouTube channel called Cause Insomnia, and she does terrific reviews of books. She is an avid reader, not like her mama anymore. I mean, these were the first books I've read in probably a year and a half. I don't know. And this is one of the ones she suggested to me because it took place on a cruise ship, so she thought it'd be appropriate, so I got it. I will put a link to her down below, by the way, to not her, to my daughter, Michelle Escalin, at Books Cause Insomnia. Anyway, this book, pretty cover though. I mean, I love books with pretty covers. Anyway, I'll read you what it says in the back. Patricia Fisher is about to discover your 50s is a perfect age for an adventure. 50s was really good. I enjoyed my 50s. When her life is unexpectedly turned upside down, ginaholic housewife Patricia doesn't react as most would. Instead, she empties the bank accounts and jumps on the first cruise ship available, which is a world cruise, right? It just happens to be the world's largest and finest, the Aurelia, A-U-R-E-L-I, Aurelia. Less than 24 hours later, the world throws her the next curveball. And so begins a race against time to prove she's not a killer. Didn't have that problem on my ship that I know of. She has help, though. Her butler, his perfect downtown Abbey accent and penchant for folding napkins correctly, should be enormously helpful. A pretty gym instructor named Barbie, I mean, doesn't that fit? Can balanced nutrition and perfect abs keep Patricia out of jail? Her chances don't look great, but in our most testing times, we truly find our inner strength. Join Patricia Fisher as she learns that you are never beyond discovering a new version of yourself. The world will always look a little different once you have seen it through Patricia's eyes. Now, this wasn't the first in his series of the Patricia Fisher, but, oh wait, maybe it says book one. Oh, when I was looking on Amazon last night. No, it's from 2019. It says book one, so I guess this is her book, the first one of the Patricia group. Anyway, what happened was, she went home, I guess early or something, I can't remember now, it's been, over a week. And she found her husband in bed with her best friend. Now, does that sound like an old cliche? So, what'd she do? I think she did the right thing. She went and cleared out the checking and accounts, went on, walked up to a cruise ship terminal, said, I want on that ship, and off she went. Had a lot of experiences in between. But what I appreciated was they didn't make this a love story kind of thing either. It was a mystery. It was kind of down sometimes, but it had you wondering. I figured it out, but it was a good book. What can I say? Yeah, it took me longer to read. It took me a week to. By week, I mean 5 days. You know. So I'm just looking what it says about the guy who wrote it. So anyway, do I recommend the book? Yes, I do. You know, if you want just kind of a fun, easy mystery to read, you know, yeah, I recommend it. It's not too confusing. How many stars would I give it? I would give it four stars, I think. I don't remember what my daughter gave it, but I'll give it 4 because it takes a lot to get me to read a book. And this book caught my interest immediately to where I had to keep reading it. So, again, it's The Missing Sapphire of ZANGRABAR, a Patricia Fisher mystery. So, comment below. Share, like, subscribe. And if you do read it, let me know what you ended up thinking of it, okay? I love you all. Bye.